All right, you guys, we're going back to the basics. We're going back to the beginning. But here's the thing. What I'm going to teach you guys in this video, a lot of people don't figure out their entire careers. Their entire careers, man. And I think it's the #1 reason why I've been able to achieve a lot of things I've been able to achieve in my career, especially in the beginning. I went through a lot of struggle before I became a barber, ultimately to the point where I became a barber. A lot of struggle, man. One of the things that I realized when I was at kind of like, man, at rock bottom, like I gotta be part of my own rescue. I gotta be a player that's part of the W. Can't just sit on the sidelines and wait on people and blame other people and depend on other people. I gotta take ownership of my problems. I gotta take ownership of my solution. The title that you have does not matter, guys. So we're gonna break this down a little bit deeper. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about a story of mine or whatever that I think might be able to give you guys a little bit of a paradigm shift, a little bit of a different mindset to have in your career, man. This video is sponsored. I'm just kidding, guys. As a lot of you guys may already know, I'm the co-founder, owner of Tomb 45. This clay is legendary. We haven't restocked this in the last 2 years. Finally back after popular demand, and you guys can see, oh my God. Best clay on the market, and I know it sounds biased, but I'm not playing. It's very rare that I brag about our products like that or I sell anything to you guys like that. This is the one, guys. Link below. It's only available on Amazon. We're trying to make this the top selling clay on the market. If you're on the market for a great product, it's got amazing hold, amazing pliability, creates great texture, looks natural, and the fragrance is second to none. Don't believe me? Try it out for yourself. Link in the description on Amazon. We really appreciate your support. 245 Indestructible Clay. So listen, before I became a barber, guys, I was working at a fast food restaurant. I was working at Arby's with Yo Fonz. If y'all know Yo Fonz, go check out my boy's YouTube channel. Best channel out there. But we were working together at Arby's, man, just trying to figure out life. The young guys, you know, Fonz was like 18, I was like 20, and we were just trying to figure out life, man. Just like a lot of people that are 18, 20 years old, right? My girlfriend at the time had gotten pregnant. We couldn't depend on other people. We were living in an apartment. I'm talking about on food stamps. We're talking about in income restricted housing where roach infested. Like, it was AMSCOT payday advances all the time. It was financially, it was a struggle, but we made a way. Somehow, some way, man, it'd be like $15 in my bank account, $10 in my bank account. And some way, somehow, we would always find a way. I remember I had started barbering. I started going to barber school, and any little tip money that I would get was like a lifesaver for me, you know, and in barber schools, you know, they don't really tip like that. My barber school, we were doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, $2 Tuesdays, $2 Thursdays, and it would be super booked or whatever. Nobody really tipped, you know, but when they did, man, it was a lifesaver, because back then I could make $2, $3 feed the house, you know, believe it or not. And it's funny how when you're broke, there's like power in it, because it forces you to make lemonade out of lemons, you know what I mean? But the struggle was getting real, man, and I almost quit. I almost joined the military, because there was always a platform there for me that I could follow. When I was trying to do the barbering thing, there weren't a lot of people teaching you how to navigate this career thing, this barber industry thing, you know, making a living doing it. A lot of people were teaching how to do a haircut, but weren't a lot of people teaching the financial side, and that's where my life was kind of turned upside down. I didn't have, finances were killing me, man. Couldn't even be happy, couldn't even appreciate the things that I should have been appreciating during that time, because I was distracted by financial struggle. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys who watch this that can relate to that. And so this is what I decided to do, was stop feeling bad for myself, stop drowning in my sorrows. Bro, just beast mode, bro. Bro, if I don't believe I'm a monster, if I don't believe I'm a beast, if I don't believe I could take control of this, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna believe in me? So I just said, you know what, forget everybody, F everything. F all that noise. Let's go crazy, man. Let's go hard on this. I really focus on gathering information, on finding information, on doing things, on trying new things, on trying to figure out how to become successful and get to where I need to be so I could finally focus on the things that matter. I remember I was living in Spring Hill at the time, and that was 45 minutes away from Tampa. You know, I could stay in a smaller town in Spring Hill, but I knew that the money, and this is something that I got from Grant Cardone. He used to always say, follow the money, bro. You gotta go follow the money. You gotta go follow the money. And it's so true, man. The ship that you're on matters, guys. It's not just the barbershop you're working in. It's also the city you're in, the location you're in, the zip code you're in, demographics you're in. That's also part of the ship. It's not necessarily part of the ship, but that's the waters. Like, you can have a yacht, but if you're navigating in a pond, you ain't going nowhere. I knew I had to go follow the money, so Although I didn't have the money to move to Tampa, I could drive to Tampa every day. And back then I had a little Honda Civic, 1990 Honda Civic. That was my high school car. I had that car for like 10 years. Found a shop in Tampa, and every day, bro, I would drive to Tampa, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. I would drive to Tampa to this shop every single day. I'd be the first one in, the last one to leave. 9 a.m. I would be in when we opened at 10, and 9 p.m. I would leave when we closed at 7. I worked on Sundays. I worked 7 days a week because here's the thing that I knew. I knew I could control what I could control. I can't control the things I can't. I can't control whether the shop owner wants to advertise or not. I could try to lead by example. I could try to inspire or influence, but I wasn't the shop owner. So ultimately, he was the decision maker in my life. The one thing I could do about it is try to inspire, is try to motivate, and try to convince, for lack of better words, the shop owner to steer towards the direction that I needed him to steer towards, so that I could level up, right? Even though he didn't have the same vision as me, you know, there are a lot of you guys can relate to this. Sometimes you get in the shop and the shop owner is set. All the barbers are set. They're all making money. You're the one that's struggling. Obviously, they're not going to be as motivated about you being successful as you're going to be for yourself. So you got to figure that out. And that may be, I say this to my mentorship group all the time. Look, if the shop owner won't respond to reviews, write out your own responses to the reviews. Take a screenshot. Send it over to the shop owner. Hey, man, do you mind responding to this review right here with this? Does this sound good? I really want to go above and beyond for our clients. Because if he won't give you a management role so that you can respond to reviews, then that's another way you can go around it. Until the point where the shop owner might get fed up and say, you know what, I'm going to give you access so you can respond. You know, those are the things you have control of, where a lot of barbers would be like, man, the shop owner, he don't care about me. The shop owner, he ain't trying to be successful. The shop owner, he's being lazy. He's just not on your wave right now. And that's okay, bro. You on a different wave. Not everybody's going to be on that wave, and that's okay. You should totally expect that. You got to understand that you're in control. You're always in control. So you can choose to pout over a situation like that, or you could say, you know what can I do to get the results I'm looking for? The only reason why I left the first shop I was at, guys, was because I was pushed away. I was pushed out. I took ownership of that shop because the shop owner wasn't there. He had opened a second location. He wasn't really at the first location. I took ownership of that shop. I created a website for it. He didn't like it. He wanted me to take it down. I created online booking for it. He didn't like it. He wanted me to take it down. I would rather ask for forgiveness than ask for permission, especially if it feels like the right thing to do, especially if my morals and my principles are not compromised. You know what I mean? Y'all just waiting too much. You guys are just talking too much. Do it. Who cares if you have a title or not? You want to be the guy that clients think are the owner of the shop. Because here's what you guys don't understand. A lot of you guys have big aspirations. You want to own some stuff. You might want to own real estate. You might want to own a barbershop. You might want to own other stuff. But you want to own some stuff. You don't just become an owner and now you're an owner. You got to be the type of person that demands ownership. And you know why? When you demand ownership gravitates towards you, right? And what that means is nobody wants to work with someone or work for someone who don't seem like a good shop owner, who don't seem like a good business owner. People don't gravitate towards someone who doesn't seem like a good owner, you know, a good shop owner, a good businessman. People gravitate towards people who seem like a good shop owner, who seem like a good businessman, a good entrepreneur. How do people that you want to hire, that you want to be part of your team, see you as that if you don't act like it on a day-to-day basis? They'll never know. You got to start looking, acting, doing what owners do, what leaders do, even when you don't have the title, because then ownership gravitates towards you. And this is what I mean by that. People come to me with ideas. People come to me with opportunities because they think I'm the right fit. They think I am an asset because of the things that I do, because of what I've shown to people. Not what I say, what I've shown. Guys, if you ain't showing nothing, how are opportunities gonna come to you? And trust me, you can't do everything on your own. You can't think of every great idea on your own, and you can't implement every great idea on your own either. So I want you guys to start thinking big. Start thinking big and understand that everything that you do, it's got to be big enough for other people too. Some of you guys are opening barbershops with 2-3 chairs. Only person making money from that is nobody. You know, the shop owner ain't making no money. They're going to be lucky to be able to cover their expenses. What about 5 chairs? Yeah, the shop owner will make a little bit of money. That's the only person. What about 10 chairs? Okay, the shop owner's gonna make a decent amount of money, and now he's gonna also have enough people on his team where he could potentially find a superstar and start to scale and open more locations. And maybe the goal is I want to have 10 barbershops. Now, if that's the goal, you're thinking about what does that take? What tools am I gonna need? What kind of people am I gonna need? And that'll change the trajectory of your career. You gotta start thinking big from the beginning, from the time you're in barber school. You know, I got lucky and I went through a lot of struggle before I became a barber that forced me to to look and seek solutions and information. I started reading books and it started changing my mindset to actually think big and believe that I can do big things. That was a game changer for me, guys. That's why when I came into the barbering industry, when I was in barber school, I was already thinking, I'm gonna own 100 locations, bro. And as I started actually trying to apply these things and working towards that, by thinking like that, I was taking ownership, I was taking leadership roles before I even owned a barbershop, guys, because I was thinking like that. And as I went through it and years would go by, bro, my mindset would grow even more. My vision would even get bigger. And what I believed the possibilities could be became even bigger than 100 locations. And that's what's gonna happen throughout your journey. But if you don't do that first part, if you don't start taking ownership now while you're in barber school, before barber school, in your first shop, when you don't own the shop you're working at, if you don't start doing that now, you're gonna have a career, a lifelong career where you don't ever achieve the big things that you could do, man, that you can. It's possible, guys. If you don't start thinking the way I'm telling you guys in this video to think, man, it's very rare. It's very rare, man, that people achieve big goals. And you see it across the industry, the barbering industry. You see a lot of people live their whole careers, their whole lives, and they can never scale past a barbershop. They never hit 6 figures. And then their reason is the industry is barbers are lazy, is they can't find ambitious people. That's not true. Other people are achieving what you want to achieve. It's definitely something you're doing wrong. Anyways, guys, that was the message for today. I wanted to get that out there to you guys, especially my young barbers, man. I want you guys to dream big. I want you guys to start taking ownership, to have a goal of being a strong leader. And honestly, that's the best way to do business. You have less stress, a lot of people who love you, who appreciate you. You leave a lasting impression. You leave the world a better place than when you were there, than when you were in it, right? You have more time, you know, because you're not needed for every little task. Everything don't depend on you. So you have more time to enjoy family, to have experiences in this world. And then you develop the resources, the money, tools, the connections to help a lot of people, to continue to grow yourself. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments. If it did, definitely got to shout out Pie Accounting. It's a service I think is going to change a lot of barbers' lives. It's going to help barbers be able to buy their own houses, their own businesses, go to the banks, build wealth. So shout out to Pie Accounting. Go to pieaccounting.com if that's something you're interested in. Get on board with us. For the amount of service you get, man, there's nothing out there like it, and it's for barbers. So that's Pie Accounting. And then the mentorship, guys. If mentorship is something you think you need, I don't care if you're just getting started. I don't care if you've been in the industry 20 years. If you don't feel like you've hit your goals and you think I could help you, invest in yourself, man. It's a tax write-off. Make sure you check your accountant first. Yeah, guys, love y'all. I will see y'all the next video. Let me know if you guys like this type of content.